Hello everybody, well, a very warm welcome to London. The Emirates Stadium hosts the first leg of the Westie TV Charity Cup semi-final between Arsenal and Manchester United. The European champions host a surprise package. They didn't expect to be here in the semi-finals, especially knocking out Paris Saint-Germain on the last match day. But United visit Arsenal for a place in the final of the Charity Cup. Here we go then. Well, for Arsenal, René Schlegers picks a very strong side for Arsenal. Blackstenius and Olivier Smith on the bench with Beth Mead there too. Keep an eye out for Lotte Woman-Moy as well. But Van Domslaan, Katie McCabe, Canley, Williamson, Fox, Mariana Caldente, Little, Ford, Manham, Kelly and Russo leads the line for Arsenal. Well, Arsenal have been either the European champions, the reigning European champions, some also on the international stage. Leah Williamson, Alessia Russo and Chloe Kelly also European champions for their country as well. A bit of European dominance in there. And well, on the other hand, Manchester United, Mark Skinner with Galton, Mallard, Bizet, Zighiotti on the bench. Congratulations to Celine Bizet as well on her pregnancy announcement. But Tullis, Joyce, Blundell, Janssen, Letizier, Riviere, Ryder, Toon, Clark, Park, Turland and Rolfo lead the line for Manchester United. Well, for Arsenal, Alessia Russo will be after some more goals in this competition. And Kristen Clark still yet to score, but looking forward to this one. A meeting then of one of the two best in England in a Charity Cup semi-final. What more could you want? Here's Little. Kelly. Of course, a snowy night at the Emirates. We don't often get it in London, but has been alarmingly bitter, especially for a commentator sat in the gantry. Here's Little. Inside the box, shrugs off Hannah Blundell. Here's Alessia Russo in free space. Frida Manham. Kelly! United didn't even touch the ball. And Chloe Kelly, the Euro 2025 hero, scores for Arsenal inside 5 minutes. And that dangerous left foot beats Fallon Tullis-Joyce. And Manchester United have a mountain to climb already. And we've not even played about 10 minutes. Park, back to Clark. It's been one of our more entertaining commentary passing lines this year. Ella Toon. Manchester United looking to build. Maddie Ryder playing it wide to Jess Park. An electric form for Manchester United since their move from City in the summer. A straight swap with her and Grace Clinton, Jess Clinton. Another commentary gaff from me. Dominique Janssen. Blundell over to Ryder. Toon. Fridolina Rolfo. Scored against Wolfsburg in the Champions League. Toon laid off. Elizabeth Turland! Across the face of goal. And wide from the Nordic. Well, Arsenal 1-0 up then. 15 minutes nearly played. Jess Park over to Ella Toon. Clark on the right, played into Turland. Jess Park. Clark over the top and not quite to be. Goal kick for Arsenal. That's Arsenal Fan TV. Trying to rally the crowd together. If you notice, there was a gap of where there was loads of empty seats next to Arsenal Fan TV. Here's Ella Toon, played back to Jess Park. Ryder, here's Toon. Turland! Good save. Roll throw across the box. And no one was there to meet it. Ford over to McCabe. Arsenal really trying to make the most of this right now. It's an interesting lead, but Manchester United are still... They've come close, but not quite close enough yet. Caldente over to Ford. Russo on the run. Caldente. Russo to Ford. Manham to Ford again. Ford. Here's Manham! Arsenal 2 on the night. And Frida Manham. Scores for Arsenal here at the Emirates. On an ice cold night. It needs an ice cold finish. And Manham smashed it. Oh, Tyler Joyce did get a hand on that. Annoyingly unfortunate there for Fallon Tullis-Joyce, but Arsenal then 2-0 up on the night, 25 minutes played, and the European champions are, well, playing a brilliant game here against Manchester United. Ella Toon. Jess Park. Toon once more, cut out by, I think it was Caldente. Here's Manham, the goal scorer. Ford. Manham back to Ford again. Katie McCabe in the centre of attention. Here's Ford once more. Katie McCabe. Mariona Caldente. McCabe over to Caldente again to the Tissier. Gets the block in. Caldente to Ford. Here's Alessia Russo! It's free! And Arsenal are putting Manchester United to the sword. And this is getting extremely embarrassing for Manchester United. This could be really, really bad for them. And Fallon Tullis-Joyce, I don't think don't think she's even saved a thing yet. Extremely sad for United here. 3-0 down. 35 minutes played. They've had chances. They have had chances. Fridolina Rolfo. Maddie Ryder to Toon. Janssen to Clark. Toon to Little, and well, Little cut it out. Mariona Caldente again. Chloe Kelly plays it wide to Ford. Catley. Toon to Turland. Hannah Blundell. And Russo shrugs her off. Manham to Russo. Here's Chloe Kelly. Manham to Caldente. Riviere. Clark to Toon. Toon on the run now for Manchester United. Played over to Jess Park, and Jess Park's inside the box now. And Catley can keep it in. Katie McCabe. And Arsenal 3-0 up as we come on the stroke of half time. This has been absolutely embarrassing for Manchester United in this first half. And Mark Skinner will be absolutely furious. He's straight down the tunnel. You can see from the commentary box here, but Alessia Russo leads the line and leads the way. 3-0 up at the half-time break then. Manchester United being put to the sword here at the Emirates. Half-time here in the Charity Cup. Second half then, here we are. Kelly, Manham, Russo. Arsenal 3, Manchester United 0. That's the story of the first half. United haven't really been anywhere near it. Not like they were against PSG. Here's Maddie Ryder. Hannah Blundell plays into Janssen. Toon back to Clark. Jade Riviere. Park over to Turland. Toon. Played wide. Fridolina Rolfo's there. Fox to Van Domslaar. Here's Chloe Kelly. Here's Kim Little. It's hard to go and visit them at home, but here's Chloe Kelly. This could be 4. Arsenal are 4-0 up here at the Emirates, and Chloe Kelly has another. Suspicions of offside, but Letitia was keeping her on, and all Kelly had to do was smash it with the right boot. And Tullis Joyce, well, it's bending towards her, so I'm not sure how she's... Well, tough one to take here. But a full Emirates is witnessing Arsenal put Manchester United to the sword. And I think Manchester United just need a consolation or 2 from this game. They need to buck their ideas up. Less than 40 minutes to go now. 35 left on my watch. Letitia. Maddie Ryder to Blundell. Clark. Ryder dispossessed. Bannon in the middle. We haven't really seen a hat-trick yet in the Women's Charity Cup. Little over to Kelly. Chloe Kelly could be close to one. Clark tackles away and, well, foul's given. And Clark's absolutely furious with the referee. Free kick for Arsenal. 35 yards here. McCabe over to Little. Williamson back to McCabe again. Caldente. Played wide to Russo. Here's Ford. And Tullis Joyce called into action to prevent a 5th. And well, Katie McCabe. Well, Arsenal are extremely happy with this. And well, it's almost fell for. Here's Catley. They're trying it from there, to be fair. McCabe over to Williamson. Here's Katie McCabe again. Tullis Joyce palms clear. Throw in for Arsenal with 25 minutes left on the clock. And Ford comes off for Beth Mead. Surprisingly, we're seeing an Arsenal substitute for Manchester United here. Sorry, spoke too soon. Jess Park comes off for Melvie Mallard. Chloe Kelly. Kim Little played inside and Janssen heads clear. Fridolina Rolfo. Ryder forward to Toon. No, we haven't seen much of Ella Toon today, and I think it's more because the defence more than the attack. Manham. Russo. Little. Kelly. And Letitia has to clear it up. And now it's a throw-in for Arsenal again. I'm surely we're going to see some more changes here from Manchester United. We are. in a second. Yep, Golton coming on. Russo comes off for Olivia Smith. A goal from her today, but Elizabeth Turlin comes off for Leah Golton, and I don't think that will be a change Mark Skinner took lightly. Here is Golton on the ball now. Toon. Jade Riviere. And this would be the heaviest Charity Cup defeat in this competition so far. Don't forget, every goal and clean sheet counts towards 25p to our overall charity pot for the Mental Health Charity Mind. You can go check out what they're doing, mind.co.uk. If you want to make your own donation, justgiving.com/page/Westie TV for Mind. Go and see the link in the description. Here's Golton. Clark laid across. Melvine Mallard and Van Domslaar with a good save. Mariona Caldente comes off for Cooney Cross. Arsenal getting through the substitutes, and I don't see why not. Clark. Here's Fox. Williamson played left to McCabe. Jade Riviere. Right out to Clark to Toon. Golton. Farina Manham over to Kelly. Smith. Little. Kelly. Smith. And Letitia clears away. It's been a hard game to watch this for Manchester United. Arsenal, I think I'd have a fifth here. Kelly still on a hat-trick, remember. McCabe and Jade Riviere plays it forward for Mallard, and now Toon's on the run. And I think this will be the last action anyways. It will be. Arsenal storm to 4. And Manchester United will have to recover a 4-goal deficit. At Old Trafford next week to try and get into the Charity Cup final at Wembley Stadium. It's possible, it could happen. But Chloe Kelly, dominant again, in an Arsenal shirt. Been a revelation since she left City. But full time here at the Emirates Stadium in London. Arsenal 4, Manchester United 0 here in the Charity Cup.